something naughty and you say, no, 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 okay, what did you do? What did you do, right? You were so naughty, okay, why did you have to do that, right? This wasn't very nice. So this is when you tell somebody off. Okay, so then the question was, who told Joseph off, right? Now another story, like what did Nicola write on the wall? Okay, and then what did Matthew and his friends, okay, put in the snowballs? Snowball, okay?
Snowball,
Yes, and then where did Matthew and his friends, okay, throw the snowballs? Yeah, so this was the other one. Now, I want you to listen to these stories again. And this time we're going to do a little note taking. Yes, so I want some more detailed information about the stories. Okay? So we're going to work on vocabulary. Okay, I wish you take a piece of paper as well.
This is a story from when I was about 5 years old. I had a friend who lived next door, and one day we were playing in my room and we decided to make a scientific concoction, a scientific experiment. So we took all of my mother's shampoos and nail varnishes and perfumes and we poured them all into the bath. She came in about half an hour later and went absolutely crazy. She sent my friend home and I wasn't allowed to go out for a whole week afterwards.
Okay.
When I was younger, my sister and I had dolls. We're twins, and we both loved our dolls. One day when Kim went to school, she left her doll, and I decided to cut the hair off her doll with a pair of scissors. When she came back from school, she was very angry, and she didn't speak to me for months.
Well, when I was young, I used to live on a road with several other children who lived around. And there was a friend across the road called David who had a big plum tree in his garden. Lots of big, fat, juicy plums used to come every year. And we quickly found out that if you put one of these plums on a stick, you could throw the plum quite a long way and quite hard. Anyway, also in the road where I lived, there was an old man who was always complaining about us cycling on the pavement and just generally making a noise like children do. I don't think he liked children very much. Anyway, one day we went over to his house when he was out and we got lots and lots of plums with our sticks and threw them at his windows, and all his windows were covered in plums and plum juice, and it was a big mess. And this was a revenge for us, for him telling us off all the time. Anyway, it was a silly idea because we lived about 100 yards away from this man, and he came out of his house one day when my father was there, and he told him, and my father took me inside and told me off.
We were living in this house in London, and my parents had painted the wall in my sister and my bedroom, and my sister had just learned to write, and I wrote her name on the wall in her handwriting so that my parents thought that she'd done it, and she got into trouble with my parents. My mother was very angry, and I never told anybody that I did it.
I remember one winter there was a lot of snow, and my friends and I decided to make some snowballs. But this time we made them extra special because we put rocks in the snowballs. And then we decided that we would throw the snowballs at the passing cars at the road nearby. And we threw snowballs at one car in particular, and it broke the window of the car. Guy pulled over, got out of his car, and he started chasing us, and we ran, had to hop fences and go through neighbors' backyards, and finally we got away.
Type 1? Pronunciation? Da.
Da.
Da. Category?
Ta. Ta.
Ta. Ta. Ta. Third category? How do you pronounce it? Id. Id. So you pronounce da, ta, or id. Okay, which one of these you have to remember? Which is easy to remember? Id. Id is easy to remember. After that? Ta. Yes, because that's and everything else is the category. Okay, right. So it's important. Okay, like this is the order of difficulty, right? So id is the easiest. The next category is ta. And then you pronounce. When do you pronounce ta? After. Pa and ka. Okay. Pa, ka, sa, sha, cha. Okay, after all these sounds, we pronounce ta, 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 ta. Exactly. When do you pronounce id? After ta, after ta, and da. Exactly. After ta and da. So when it finishes with ta and da, the pronunciation, okay, then we pronounce id. Id. It's a deep id. Id. Say id. Exactly. Very good. Everything else, that category. Okay? With your partner. Yes. Sorry, exactly. Very good people, very good. Thank you very much. Now, if you took a picture, talk to your partner. Back. Yeah. Okay.
Funny, working. Funny face. Can see working.
Tiring.
Tiring.
Yeah, very good. Okay, any other?
Funny.
Amusing. These are the elementary words. You know, I want the intermediate words, right? So amusing, that means haha, yeah? So it means, okay. Any other?
Having a little fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the basic
Okay.
word.
Or you can talk about the long weekend before that. You know, when there was a big snow.
Oh, Jesus.
And this was the long weekend,
Wow.
March the 15th.
Oh, yes, I'm
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Very good.
Who was in the street?
Okay, so the situation was frightening. Okay, what else? Yeah.
Stormy.
Helpful, relaxing.
Helpful.
Stormy. Weekend.
Because people have each other.
Yes, okay, but again,
The
describing a
weekend.
weekend is not helpful. No, people are helpful, but not the weekend. Okay, so focus on the weekend.
Only.
There is it.
So the weekend can be storming too.
Stormy. Stormy. Right.
Amazing.
Excellent. The weekend? Worrying.
We can use very with ing for
Worrying. Worrying. Exactly. Exactly. What else? I mean, think about it. Okay, that's fine. Now,
cold weekend. It was
Yes.
a cold weekend.
yes, okay. Now, if we have, okay, so all these adjectives, okay, to describe your weekends or your holidays, what about your feelings? How did you feel? How did you feel?
Well,
Yes.
bad.
Awful.
Yes. Or?
It was very fantastic.
Tired. Tired.
Uh-huh.
Tired.
Uh-huh.
Thankful.
Relaxed.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Bored.
Uh-huh.
Excited.
Worried.
Amazed.
Oh.
Amazed.
Can I ask you something? Because
In a minute. In a minute. Let's just finish this. Any more?
Amused.
And?
Excited.
Very. What? Yeah. Everything.
One more. Very good.
Bored.
What about this one?
Interesting.
Interested.
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 Exactly. So let's look at the stresses, shall we? The first one. Amazing. Can you say?
Amazing.
Next one.
Frightening.
Frightening. Say.
Frightening.
Next.
Amusing.
Come on, more stress.
Amusing.
Next.
Boring.
Next.
Relaxing.
Everybody.
Relaxing.
Next.
Exciting.
And again.
Exciting.
Next.
Tiring.
Yes. Next.
Worrying.
Next.
Interesting.
No.
Interesting.
Yes. It's funny because it's a long word, but this is on the first syllable. Interesting. Say.
Interesting.
It was really interesting.
It was really interesting.
Exactly.